What's up, gamers? GamerDad here. This is a guide to help you complete the Fortnitemares quest, damage opponents with a chainsaw. If you haven't subscribed or used my creator code yet, please do so. I greatly appreciate the support. So, how are you going to get yourself a chainsaw? Well, two easiest ways are to go to one of the two NPCs that will sell you the chainsaw as long as you are the first person to them. So you've got Dark Ruby up here at Rebel's Roost, and at Grim Gate, you also have Andy Fangerson. Now, Rebel's Roost is way up at the top. It's kind of isolated, so this is probably your best bet. I would come here straight off the battle bus, and Dark Ruby can be found right on the front porch of the house at Rebel's Roost. Normally, I would say come in here and get yourself a weapon before doing anything, but the most important thing you're going to do here is straight from the battle bus in the most efficient way possible. You're going to land right on the porch. So this is what I usually would do. I'm going to come in. And this is okay, but you're taking a risk if you get yourself a weapon first because someone else could land and buy up the chainsaw. So here is the front steps, and then there we go. Here is Dark Ruby. Once you speak with Dark Ruby, I'll push the square button. The first item she'll sell is the chainsaw. It's 300 gold bars. If you see out of stock, that means someone else beat you there and has already bought it. So you'll have to fire up another game or go to another NPC. But do note, you can find the chainsaw on the ground as well, especially if another player had already picked it up and they were eliminated. Now, once you have the chainsaw, you need to do 1,500 damage to opponents. So opponents include players, guards, and bosses. Now, depending upon your skill level, you'll choose who you're going to go after. If it's early in the game, players should be pretty easy. Just note, when you have the chainsaw, you've got two types of attacks. You can use your typical attack like you would with a pickaxe, and then you can hold like L2 to kind of run at people like this. So that's the rush attack, and then you push R2 when you're close. So going to named locations where there's bosses like Doomstadt, the Raft, these are great because there's all these guards everywhere. Now the guards only give you about 100 or so damage, so you will need to eliminate a bunch. But as you can see, I showed up here with the chainsaw. I had no damage when I arrived, and I basically just ran around and looked for all of the guards. The boss was already eliminated when I got here, and therefore I was unable to go for the boss. But I took out any player that I saw and any of the guards. And so these guards, honestly, they're so lame, and that they're very easy to take out. Just like line it up. Try a couple practice shots with the chainsaw before you get involved with a player, just so you don't go to the effort of buying the chainsaw and then dying as you get used to it. So I would recommend practicing. Having the auto turret on like this technically would be a disadvantage because you do not want any damage. I should have turned that off myself because I don't want that turret to do damage. I want to do all of the damage with my chainsaw. And so I'm just continuing to go at it here. And then, like I say, if the boss was here, you could have gone after the boss and probably got all of the damage on the boss with the chainsaw. But then you'd take a risk. Another way of doing this is to go to the dig sites. I'll show you the dig site at the end. You can also drive around in your car, and anytime you see players, you can just hop out. So this dig site, and there's multiple ones. There's one near Doomstadt. This one is near Grim Gate. And when they spawn, because they're not always here, but at this one, they did spawn this time, and there's like 5 guards wandering around. At this point, I need 260 more damage, and there's like 5 guards, which is like 500 plus damage potential here. So I'll just bust out my chainsaw, start hacking away here, and before you know it, this challenge is going to be complete. Super, super easy. I do hope that this guide is helpful for you. Please drop a like, leave me a comment, and if you haven't subscribed or used my creator code yet, please do so. I greatly appreciate the support, and do make sure you play non-ranked Battle Royale or Zero build so you can find those NPCs. Good luck with the challenge. Until the next video, this is GamerDad out.